Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Tonight, we are crossing the border that separates the USA from Canada. Tonight, we're sampling the neck pour of this son of a bitch. Mark from John's Liquor Store in Falmouth, friggin' Massachusetts, sent me this. And I love him for this. It's Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye. And I am so excited to dive throat first into this guy. Super excited. Thank you, Mark, for this. You are amazing. And I love you. And now it's public, so there's that. This bottle comes in a box. It's a papery box, and you just open it and you pull it out. This bottle is textured for drunken Canadians who are outside in the snowbanks of Canada, and they're like, "Hey there, Toivo, throw me that Alberta rye there," and they're like, can't drop it because it's textured and groovy. This bugger comes in at 132 proof, 66% alcohol by volume. It has got a really fancy label that was created by a second grader in Microsoft Paint. If you can find one, the retail on this bottle is like $69. So it's not like a super duper expensive rye whiskey. It's actually what you would consider to be a middle of the road premium, yet relatively affordable when it comes to premium whiskeys priced rye whiskey, if that makes sense. If not, sorry about that. I say we pop the cork out of this SOB, give it a pour, and then give it some time so we can further explore. Oh yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap stuff. Oh boy, that's bad. But whatever, just get off of there. Oh, and it's not a cork. It is... Oh, Canada. That's fun. 100% rye grain, so there's that. 100% rye. We use only the finest locally grown rye grains from Canada's heartland to produce the unique taste of Alberta Premium in a cask strength for this very special release. We use glacial-born water in our Alberta rye whiskeys. Our glaciers are melting, and Alberta Premium cask strength whiskey taking advantage of it. Super smart. The only thing better than a Canadian is a Canadian that you've spun in several thousand circles and then asks them for directions, and they're like, "Oh friend, I tell you what, if you would like some directions, I'd be happy to help you out. By the way, here's $30. This is what I like to call the Canadian polka, where you just get fun and get loose and get dizzy on the dance floor. Polka is the right to be to sing merry polka to you. What the heck? It gave me the chill bumps for some reason. Oh, the goose airs, I like to call them. This is definitely a rye whiskey. It's like weird. It's a very subtle, spicy rye. It's a really rye toast. That's exactly what that smells like. Sprouted grain rye toast. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you should know. Because it's healthier for you. Less carbohydrates. And I would know, because look at me. The epitome of health. Whatever that means. Yeah, this is a buttered sprouted grain rye toast. There's like a hint of clove. Not a lot of sweetness coming out of here. I would say it's like a baker's chocolate, like the baker's cocoa. It's an interesting nose, but it's not like one of those noses where you're like, I can't stop smelling it. I can stop smelling it, and I'm done. Just one more. Smells pretty good. Now the hack. Wow, that's industrial. Oh, that is commercial grade pipe cleaner. Yeah, that is pretty damn good. Tastes really good. The sprouted grain rye toast follows right to the palate. It's a little creamy, a little buttery. The baking spices are still there. The sweetness, not so much. This is not a sweet rye. Oh, good grief. That drinks all of 132 proof. Every bit of it. It's like a tobacco-y. There's some tobacco on here. Little bit of Canadian tobacco. It is a straight powerhouse that tickles my kneecaps, and I haven't been able to reach my kneecaps to tickle them myself in a very long time. So thank you, Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye, for tickling them for me. Let's keep in mind, this is the neck pour. That's the title of the video. This is just the neck pour, the first pour out of this bugger. So let's see what happens to it in a few weeks. We'll come back to it, see if it's changed, see if it has gotten better, and see if it's improved. In a few weeks, it may have improved. That's what I'm looking forward to. The finish lingers. It's a good finish. I'll be totally honest with you. For $70, it's probably the best rye, or one of the best ryes you're going to find in that price range. Especially for a cask strength. Good grief. 132 proof. What the heck? If you come across one of these and you're a fan of high-powered rye whiskey, then this is definitely a buy. Especially if the $70 price tag isn't out of your budget. If that's something you normally spend money on, for show. It's a buy for show. My name is Matt, and this was the neck pour of Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on your exit strategy to Canada, in case that ever comes to it. So get your passports, or your enhanced driver's licenses, or whatever you need to get there. Obviously I need to do some research, because my exit strategy, although in place, is nowhere near in place. But need to get it, because it's 2021, bitches, and we have no idea where this train's headed to. Except for Canada. Probably soon.